I made my trip to Summit Racing to get all the odds and ends that need to attach to the manifold and the head. I got a vacuum port that will feed the headlight system. I decided to get a fuel pressure gauge. I'm not getting any kind of a regulator or anything because the fuel pump is regulated internally, but by putting this fuel pressure gauge in the system past the fuel filter, I will be able to see if I start to have performance issues or anything. I'll be able to see if the fuel pressure has dropped off, which would indicate that the filter is probably clogging up on me and it needs cleaned. So I got that. What else do I have here? I have a fuel pressure gauge takeoff that I can attach to the filter and the fuel pressure gauge. Actually got some mounting brackets to mount the fuel filter. I got a temperature sender to put in the head because the one that came stock on them was too big to fit in the AFR 195 heads I got. I got a plug to plug the manifold right near the water jacket. And one more thing that's important. I got a 90-degree connection for the transmission cooling line that will, this part will screw into the radiator, and then a 5/16 flexible hose will go onto that, and the other end is another on the cooling, transmission cooling line is also a 5/16. So for once in that whole transmission cooler saga, I'm going to have two fittings that need to be connected to a hose, and they're actually the same size as the hose. So that should be the end of that dilemma of connecting that up. So I got all this stuff. I was thinking, cool, now I can actually put all that stuff in. The water jacket can be sealed because I can then put on the radiator hose. I can put on the thermostat. I can put on the heater hoses, etc. And then I thought, well, that's kind of true, but the vacuum line for the headlights requires that I connect all the vacuum lines up to that, which means I have to mount my, there's a vacuum storage tank, for lack of a better word, that's built into the front end of the bumper assembly. So I'm going to have to mount that, and then I thought, well, if I mount that, that's going to make it harder for me to access the air conditioner lines, to tighten those up. So I need to do the air conditioner lines first, and then I thought, well, that might be a good thing because I can mount the air conditioner compressor without a belt. so that I can see where to route my radiator or heater core hoses that go from the block and the water pump to the heater core. So it's going to be a while yet before I can fire it up. I was getting ahead of things. In addition, I have to put in the battery, of course, finish wiring up the power to the sniper. And in order for the ignition to work, to power the starter, the sniper will be triggered off of that when you turn the ignition switch off because of the relays. I need to put the steering column in as well. So lots of work to be done. I thought I was getting close to firing it up, but it's going to be a while yet. So in the meantime, I'm going to finish up. I can't do all of the wiring because I need that harness from I forget the name of the company now, but for the transmission, the CompuServe or something like that. I need that harness so that I can finish wiring up the sniper to the transmission. So he said that that could be delivered in a couple days. It's going to take me much more than a couple days to be ready for it. But as I said, in the meantime, I will just do things that I can do that I can get out of the way while I'm waiting for it.